got algorithms started getting busy, getting me feed on issues, and it happens. I came across a video later by him justifying his action on that day with his paddy, Hushpuppi, claiming he has no remorse. Okay, fine. Of course, we know that associating with a non-fraudster or whatever is not accountable to anyone. That is fine. Like I said, I will deal with that later. That he has dealt with most of their demands. People asking why didn't he ask him what his friend was doing. That he has not dealt with that before. We used to know that. But but believe me, that didn't absolve him from the culture behavior of that day. He behaved childishly that day. That is the issue here. So going by the video he put out in response to the people who questioned his judgment, in associating with a person of questionable character, I could see why he never gave a damn. It's the typical of Nigeria, isn't it? The politicians, the civil servant, the police, the priest, all of them have the same attitude. It's a Nigerian phenomenon, or will I say an African at large, whereby they ought to be accessible to the people, but they will just say no. At least, believe me, he feed from the people. The people make him what he is. If he has no subscriber, people listening to his uncouth voice. I don't know why people are still following that guy. Will it be what it is? Will it be what he is? To check on his past video for them to find their answers to their questions, to all of our questions, Mama Mia. Like I said, Daddy Freeze, I never follow you for a long time. So there's no reason for me to be going back to Cool FM or whatever FM you were then to go and check all the things you did. And moreover, going by that video, it was obvious you gave your party a platform to come and yarn rubbish. And the girl, your colleague on the studio that day, was just playing along. It was obvious because we were the one doing all the talking. As if, understand? I don't know because it was obvious. I watched it. I was just laughing, Daddy. Daddy Freeze. That was below the bed. You're an adult, so plus stop behaving as if, understand? You can. I don't know. I don't know because I don't want to be insultive. But let us be realistic. That interview that day was nothing. If someone told you, somebody of a, at least if I'm a real estate developer, I will tell you which estate I'm developing or I bought into. I will tell you this estate, the I own it. This is my estate. So which one? None of them. That he just told you I'm a real estate developer. Like the same way he told you that Gucci, Prada, and whatever calling him, and you just take it hook, line, and sinker. That is freeze. That is shy, total bullshit. You behave like that. Let me tell you something if you don't know. I don't know if it doesn't happen in Nigeria, but outside the country, anywhere in the world, if you have a customer relationship with a retail house, I mean shops like Gucci, this thing, they call you. But like somebody like your paddy or Hush Puppy that comes here to buy all the shops, at least they will be calling him every second because he comes here to waste money. For me, that is waste of money. So they will even call him when he don't need to, when they don't even need to. Because yes, I can tell you sincerely speaking, I block millions of most of them that calls me every day. They always want you to remember they are there. You come and shop more. That is it. And so the guy telling you that you were there, you saying that when I was there, Prada call him, this call him, that call him. For goodness sake, daddy prick, no, daddy what for daddy? That is childish. Essentially, that does not make him legit. And believe me, and something is telling me the way you are behaving and acting that because this thing has been on because this guy have been there, people have been talking and people knows him because nothing grows in a void. Nothing grows in a void. That guy had a history, so it has been there. You as a journalist, you must have an inkling that this guy is into something like that. And let's say you just believe he's smart enough to keep it and not been caught. So you just thought, okay, let it be. So, back to him not being accountable to anybody. Of course, yes, he's right. He's right to an extent. But as a content producer or someone who is in the limelight, I don't think that is something he has to be saying. The fact remains that most of the celebrities in Nigeria, they get away with a lot of nonsense, bullshit, I would say. A lot of shize. Let me use the word shize because that will sink in. They got they get away with a lot of nonsense, sincerely. Because you can't behave the way they behave in Nigeria. Just imagine they act like the politicians. It's short, they are one and the same. They intermingles because there's no difference between them. It's like a cartel. They organize shows for them, or the organized show is filled with the politicians because they steal the money and bring it to them. So they are the same. They're one of the same. You never hear them call them out. I was looking at this guy Parara, the only best guy I think. He's the only one that take my time on YouTube now these days, and this lady Somahako. They are the only people that take my time these days on YouTube because Parana, I would say, is just somebody. So it's just too superb. Guy show for more than a year. He's the only consistent person I've been saying. No understand. You say it as it is. I was watching this show 3 days ago or 2 days ago. Was it? When was that? And this the half of the P Square. I don't know his name because saying that he doesn't care about Nigeria anymore or he doesn't pity Nigerians. Imagine that kind of statement. Who make that? They get away with a lot of bullshit in Nigeria. That is why they keep on doing it. And the moment they realize that people made them, it's not the other way around. I think they will be more cautious in the way they talk or the way they do things. Oh my goodness. What happened to give back? I've never see or hear any of them give back to the society and on the poor masses. No, that statement from P Square or I'm sorry, not P Square because they are duo for one of them, which I don't know his name. Sincerely speaking, if he's in a climb where things are done right, that guy is gonna. How will you talk to people like that? They made you who you are. So let me go back to Daddy Freeze, please. That is why this video is being made anyway. Let me leave those people. So going by the video he put out, he responds to people who question his judgment to associate with persons of questionable character. I could see why he never gave a damn. A typical Nigerian, is it? And let's not forget, could you imagine? Guess who was interviewing one of the P Square? Just come to my observation. It was the same Daddy Freeze that was interviewing the one of the P Square that he was making that kind of statement. In essence. So for me, I think that, like I said before, it's a click. It's a click. Things. Look at the way he was talking and twisting his mouth, twisting. That guy is a pimp. Believe me, that guy is a pimp. I will deal with that later. And then again, later I saw another video of his again, quoting Bible, making a mockery of the Bible, sincerely using the Bible to justify his nonsensical behavior, childish behavior, which is party there that day. I was wondering. You see, let me say, I will respond to that. I will puncture all his responses and excuses. I will puncture them one by one. And there is a point I want to make now. So I will talk about the comment section that I previously said. I'm going to leave it till now because on this video he was talking about the pastor or something. Or then I wanted to go to the comment section. Behold, the coward have deactivated it. Anyway, good. And I want to thank him for that because this brought this genesis of this old braha. That is why I'm making this video anyway. Because he need to be told, and I hope you see this video or someone close to him will tell them this, that the freeze is high time you guys realize that you guys might not be the genesis of the country problem, but you guys are encouraging all the nonsense that is taking place there because you guys are in the space where you can tell truth what they need to hear, make the right judgment or I say the right word all the time to the political class and elite so that People will know the side of the fence you stand, not saying something from both sides of your mouth. You can't